What's up everybody, Sporty DD here again, and with my wide breadth of experience in the automotive world, I decided to give you a special video. I am going to do an oil change on my 2005 Honda Accord. I've only done it once before, so I'm not the most experienced, but I'm an expert Googler. So let's see how it goes. You will need an oil drain pan, channel locks to remove the oil filter, and a funnel, 5 quarts of oil, an oil filter, a replacement crush washer, this is optional but highly recommended, 2 jack stands, you can get these from Walmart for about $10 a piece, and of course finally a jack. We don't have a hydraulic jack yet, so we're just using a scissor jack that you can find in almost every car trunk with a spare tire, and it does the job in a pinch. It's extremely reliable and it's cheap. Step 2, find the jacking point on your car. Normally there's one right about here towards the front of your car. You look for a metal portion right there, that's a part of your frame, and that's what you want your jack to sit on. Then, take your jack stand and place it on the same part of the jacking point that your jack stand is on, and then slowly lower the jack back down onto it. There you go. And now repeat the process for the other side, and your car is officially jacked up. And there you go, second jack set. I like to leave my scissor jack in place, just slightly lowered below the jack, because it's honestly cheap insurance in case one of these break, that the car doesn't catastrophically crush me. Yep. Now that I've cleaned off my dipstick, go back in there and pull the dipstick out and check the end. As you can see, there's only oil to about that point of my dipstick, and that is between the 2 indicator lines right there, and that's basically telling me that my oil is at the correct level and I'm not burning any, which is good. Now that my car is jacked up, go ahead and remove the filler cap, as I already did earlier, and rest it somewhere safe on top of your engine block. Wiggle your way under the car and look for the engine block. So about 3 feet in, 2 feet in maybe, you will see this block right here with it nicely written engine oil on it. Take a 17mm ratchet and break loose that bolt. Of course with your drain pan close by. Alright everybody, now that it's loose, don't have to embarrass myself on video. I can go ahead and show you what happens when you lose the bolt.
Do a cut with the scene in the movie and give it to him. So he has their own personal director's cut of Transformers 4 that he can, which is pretty fucking badass. I'm not a big Michael Bay fan, but that's pretty cool.
You can drop that in there and export.
Put it on dry. I bet you it takes like a day.
There we go. Take your oil drain bolt and clean off all the excess oil from it while your oil drains out of your drain pan. There's a crush washer on there which you need to take off and replace with a new one purchased online or from Honda. It doesn't really matter where you get it. But this is actually a washer that's designed to compress slightly to create a perfect seal on your engine block, so when it's pressurized it won't leak any oil. And just so you know, it actually matters. Under my car, I didn't replace my crush washer last time because I forgot to get one and it was too cheap, and now my car is leaking oil underneath.
That's okay. It's just a washer, and I got one now, and I'm gonna replace it.
Alright, come over to your passenger side wheel well and turn your steering wheel fully to the right. That's clockwise. Once you've done that, you should have a little gap right here by your tire and your wheel well to see the oil filter right there. It's pretty dirty now, but there it is. Move your oil pan to underneath that oil filter and take your channel locks and put it around your oil filter. Now, if you've never used channel locks, the way they work is it's this band, and when you push the channel locks to the left, the band tightens itself around your oil filter so you can get some leverage on it and rotate your filter. So we're gonna do that to go ahead and unscrew our oil filter. Now, you really don't want to use this to fully loosen it. I mean, to take it off, you just want to use it to loosen it. So just, use the channel locks to turn it about halfway. And as you're doing this, you're going to see oil start to drip out. There we go. Once it's loosened, you should be able to unscrew it by hand. Now that the oil is pretty much fully drained out and down to a slow drip, go ahead and clean up the area and put your drain plug back on with a new crush washer. Ooh, still dripping on me. Take your new oil filter and remove it from the box. Now that you have this, you want to take a little bit of old oil or new oil and rub it around the inside edge of the filter. This will help create a perfect seal that prevents any future leaks. Take the filter and thread it back onto the oil filter housing, like so. You don't want to make this one too tight, so once it's firmly pressed against it, give it one full turn, like that. So it's firmly on there. Because as it sits there, it'll get tighter over time, and you don't want to have issues removing it next time you have to do an oil change. Go ahead and clean up any oil that may have dripped on the suspension components while you were doing this. Alright, and now for the final step, guys. Remove the oil fill cap. Place your funnel in the hole, and go ahead and fill up however much oil your manufacturer recommends. In my case, 4.4 quarts. There we go. The oil's a little cleaner, so you can't see it as well, but it is right there just below the fill line. And there you have it, guys. Oil change complete.
just gonna let the car sit and circulate for a few minutes, and then while I clean up, and then do my first startup to make sure everything's working all right.
After you finish doing your oil change and everything's good to go, you want to get inside your car and start it up. And now the purpose of doing this is to get the oil to circulate and also to reset the sensors so they know that, oh, okay, you know, there is oil. So you may see a check oil light on for like just a couple seconds, and then it should shut off. And if it does that, then you're good to go. Well, there you have it, guys. Oil change complete. You know, obviously I'm not an expert. There are a few issues, but it's okay. That's all a part of the learning process. And eventually, I'm sure I'll get good enough and you'll get good enough to knock out an oil change in like 30 minutes, no problem. Yeah, you know, you save money, you get to know your car a little better, you get to work with your hands, and have a little fun. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thanks.